Hey guys, today we're in Stoke Newington, North London, taking a look around this beautifully extended and renovated Victorian terrace with the brilliant team at Moxy Co, a London-based architecture and interior design studio. Handcrafted details to bold material choices, this is one of those homes where every corner has been thought through. And if the name sounds familiar, it's actually because we featured another one of their projects last year in Hither Green, which over 100,000 of you watched that tour. Now this home is just as special, so let me show you around. So this house dates back to the 1900s and the current owners bought it in 2018 and since have renovated and extended over 2 phases. Now phase 1 was completed in 2020, which includes the rear extension and the refurbishments in the ground and first floors. Then the second phase, completed in 2024, includes the extension over the outrigger, the main bathroom and the 2 top bedrooms, which of course we'll explore later. So here in the living room, many of the original features have been restored, like the cornicing and the ceiling rose. At the front here, we have the original windows with the stained glass on top, and it's finished with these lovely shutters, which you'll actually see throughout the property. We've got the original fireplace too. We have some gorgeous vintage furnishings like this Italian brass chandelier. Now on the floor we have this parquet flooring that's actually been salvaged from a French chateau, and this runs throughout the entire room, leading us into this reading nook which has a wood burner. Now this was originally a traditional fireplace, but it's been removed. The lintel's been raised. We have some metro tiles that have been added to the back wall, and on the floor there's the slate tiles which actually matches the original fireplace. The furnishings in here are more mid-century, and you'll notice that on the wall there's some fantastic artwork which actually includes some original illustrations of Winnie the Pooh by E.H. Shepard. Now walking down into the kitchen, which was completed as part of phase 1, here we can see where the infill extension was constructed, and we now have this strip roof light that runs the whole way along. Now in here we have a handcrafted bespoke kitchen designed by Moxy Co, who not only did the architecture for this property but also did the interiors, including the fixtures and fittings. We have the kitchen wall cupboards with the fluted glass that we'll actually see again later in the ensuite upstairs. We have marble worktops with brass fittings, and on the floor a micro cement flooring. Then at the rear we have bifold doors that leads us into the courtyard. So out here in the south facing courtyard, on the floor we have salvaged York stone pavers. We've also got some festoon lighting up above and outdoor speakers. Now here in the courtyard you get a fantastic view of the extension with the charred blackened timber cladding, which was part of phase 2, which we'll be getting onto shortly. So as we make our way back through the ground floor, on my right here we have a small WC behind the sliding doors. In the hallway here, we have the original Victorian mosaic floor tiles, but that's the ground floor done. Let's head on up to the first floor. So this is the master bedroom at the front of the property and is actually the final part of phase 1. Now many of the original features here have been restored like the rest of the property. The flooring in here, which actually runs through the first and second floor, is reclaimed solid oak. Now the main construction work in this room was converting what was once a bedroom into a spacious walk-in wardrobe that's accessible through these steel crystal doors. So now let's move to the rear of the property where I can show you phase 2. So here is the main bathroom, which is actually the start of phase 2. Now on the walls and ceilings, we have a Tadilat, which is a Moroccan lime plaster. On the floor, we have some gorgeous terracotta tiles. Now Moxy Co actually sourced a slab of onyx to create this bespoke vanity with a hand-welded brass stand. At the back of the bathroom, we have a freestanding bathtub, and to my right, we have a shower crystal enclosure with a full-length mirrored niche and a built-in seat. Now also on this floor, we have a laundry room, but that does wrap up the first floor. Let's head up to the second. So on the top floor, we have this room, which is also referred to as the sunroom. Now this was part of phase 2, and it was the extension over the outrigger and was done under permitted development. In here we have the marble floor tiles. The walls are actually painted in setting plaster. On the back wall we have the bifold windows, and up top we have a gorgeous roof lantern which lets in a lot of sunshine, and these were all supplied by ODC glass. So also on the top floor here at the front of the property, we have this guest bedroom that was included in phase 2. Now the flat ceiling has actually been removed to expose these purlins that have been stained black, which is a feature that runs throughout this top floor. Now when it comes to the light fittings, we have these Buster and Punch track lights, and on the walls these 1970s vintage Murano glass lights. Right at the top we have 2 new roof lights that have been installed, and in the corner of the room we have this gorgeous open planned ensuite with fluted glass to the shower cubicle. On the front wall we've got a black cast iron radiator. You can also see these shutters that you can see throughout the house, and in the opposite corner we've got another bespoke onyx wash basin just like the one in the main bathroom. So also on this top floor we have another bedroom that the current owners are using as a bit of a study. We've got the exposed purlins that have been stained black. We have our original fireplace, and at the back you've got a great view of that extension. Just across the hallway too, there's a small WC. So that brings us to the end of our tour, taking a closer look at this brilliant project by Moxy Co. Please do let us know in the comments what stood out to you, and if you haven't already seen our property tour video of their Hither Green project, then click here to do so now. Please make sure to like, subscribe and stay tuned, as we have got some incredible homes coming your way. Hey guys, I'm George, and today I'm with Home Inspire at this gorgeous newly renovated and extended mid-terrace Victorian home in Hither Green, southeast London. Now the property is fantastic inside and I can't wait to show you, so let's get into it.